Now, there are a couple of points in the sale that naturally provide great opportunities for you to endorse the F&I department as well as their products and services. The first one is during the product presentation itself. After you selected the best vehicle for your customer and are going over the product facts, advantages, and values, the customer will often end up at the window sticker. This is a great opportunity to talk about all of the equipment on the vehicle and the factory warranty. This is where you could slip in a very subtle extended service agreement endorsement. Let's take a look at what that would look and sound like. Now, as you come over here to the window sticker, you'll see all of the standard equipment listed as well as the optional equipment we just talked about. Now, you'll also notice right here you've got a factory warranty of 4-year, 50,000 mile bumper to bumper. And what that covers is everything that's designed typically not to wear out, such as, for example, if your headlight burns out or your windshield wipers wear down or your brake pads need replacing. Those are designed to wear out, but it'll cover everything else bumper to bumper. But I've noticed a number of my customers own their car for longer than just the 4 years, typically 5, 6, or even 7 years or more. And what they prefer is to get an extended service agreement. And what that would cover the vehicle up to is 8 years or 120,000 miles of worry-free driving. So a lot of my customers really enjoy that peace of mind.
So how much does something like that cost?
Well, that depends on which particular extended service package you would get. Most of my customers just add it into their financing, and I'll make sure that our business manager explains all the different programs that are available for you. Now let's take a moment to highlight some of the key factors from this endorsement video segment. 1. Obviously, the most important part of this type of extended service agreement endorsement is for you to know the actual details of your vehicle's factory warranty. Different manufacturers can have different bumper-to-bumper warranties, as well as different powertrain warranties. And these sometimes can change even slightly from model year to model year. So it's critical that you know exactly what your manufacturer's warranties are. 2. It's important to illustrate what isn't covered under the factory bumper-to-bumper warranty so that the customer doesn't have unrealistic expectations. Brake pads are designed to wear out, and headlamps will eventually burn out, so that should come as no surprise to your customers. Nonetheless, it never hurts to remind your customers. The endorsement of the actual extended service agreement is where you mention how most of your customers hold on to their vehicles longer than, say, 4 or 5 years, and therefore take advantage of your extended service agreement programs. This is where you're planting the seed of what worked for your previous customers might also work for your customer. You're not trying to sell the product. You're just selling the idea that this might be something they'll want to discuss with your F&I manager later on. If the customer is interested in learning more about your products or discussing the price, simply and politely delay that conversation until later. You are the expert on the vehicle, and your business managers are the experts regarding the products and services that they sell. Let the customer know you'll be sure to remind your business managers to get that information that they require in the appropriate time. A second opportunity to endorse your aftermarket and finance and insurance departments is when the customer has a trade-in and you are completing your portion of the used car evaluation form. As you can see on the form itself, the 8th question on the document is, does vehicle have balance on extended warranty contract? If the answer is yes, you simply congratulate your customer while explaining how this will help you get as much money as possible for their trade-in. On the other hand, if the answer is no, you simply display mild disappointment and explain why that would have helped you with their trade appraisal. You can also use this on the 9th question regarding the trade-in and their rust-proofing and paint sealant protection. Let's take a look at both of these situations in the next 2 video clips. Does your vehicle that you're driving now have any balance on an extended warranty contract?
Yes, it does.
Okay, fantastic. Well, that's great. I'll make sure to tell the trade appraiser that because when he knows you have an extended contract, he typically gives higher resale values because they know that people that have extended contracts typically take better care of their cars. And that means less reconditioning that we have to do on our side. And that adds to your appraisal value. So that's fantastic. Do you by chance have rust proofing and paint sealant protection on your car?
Yes,
And
it
do
does.
you have the extended warranty paperwork that goes with that?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Now let's take a moment to highlight some of the key factors from this positive endorsement video segment. Number one, be sure you fill out the top half of the used car evaluation form as you interview your customer regarding their trade-in, so you can naturally ask them question number 8. Does your vehicle have a balance on the extended warranty contract? This will set up an easy transition to the extended service agreement endorsement. Number 2, you want to be sure to practice your endorsement word track perfectly so that it sounds natural and sincere. The more comfortable you are with it, the more it sounds like a simple conversation rather than a rehearsed sales presentation. If someone says they have rust proofing and paint sealant on their vehicle, you want to be sure to compliment them and once again indicate how this will help them with their trade appraisal right now. Every once in a while, you'll find a customer that will say they do have paint sealant and undercoating on their vehicle, but they really don't. And that's okay. You're just setting them up for the opportunity to take advantage of it this time with their new vehicle. If you can comfortably show your customer the Silajet display vehicle on your showroom floor during your sales presentation, then that's great. If you haven't, then this is the perfect opportunity to take them from your desk out onto the showroom floor and show them the vehicle and let them see for themselves how superior the product really is. Now, sometimes the customer might have already seen the Silajet display vehicle earlier on, but forgot about it or didn't realize what they were looking at. Once again, this is a great opportunity to take them out to the showroom floor and show them the vehicle once more so they can see how fantastic Silajet really is. All right, does your car have a balance on an extended warranty, on an extended contract or anything like that? No, it doesn't? Sorry to hear that.
Why is that?
Well, because when my trade appraiser hears that you do have an extended contract, they know that those customers typically take better care of their cars because as the years go on and the car needs more maintenance, those repairs are covered under their extended service agreement. But I'm still going to work to get you every dollar I can for your car. I want you to be satisfied, and we really want to earn your business. So we'll see what we can do on that. Do you have any rust proofing or paint sealant protection on the car you're driving right now?
No, we don't.
No, you don't? I was hoping it did, because that's another way to help me get more money for your trade-in. But I tell you what, there is a product this time for your new car that you definitely might want to consider. It's called Silajet, and it protects the car both inside and out. And I don't know, did you have a chance to see the Silajet demonstration vehicle out front?
No, we
On
don't.
the showroom floor, you didn't? Well, why don't we go look at it, and that way you can see exactly what it does. All right, let's go check. Now let's take a moment to highlight some of the key factors from this negative response endorsement video segment. As always, be sure you fill in the top half of the used car evaluation form as you interview your customer regarding their trade-in, so you can naturally ask question number 8. Does your vehicle have a balance on the extended warranty contract? This will once again help set up a more comfortable transition to the extended service agreement endorsement, especially since your customer didn't get one on their last vehicle. I've said it before, but it's worth repeating. You want to be sure to practice your endorsement word tracks perfectly, especially when your customer is giving you a negative response, so you can sound natural and sincere. The more comfortable you are with it, the more it sounds like a simple conversation rather than a rehearsed sales presentation. It's critical, though, that you stress, even though they don't have an extended service contract, that you'll still do everything you can to get them the best price possible for their vehicle. You don't want them to think or even feel that they won't get a fair deal for their trade-in if they do business with us just because they didn't have it before. If someone says they don't have rust proofing and paint sealant on their vehicle, again, you don't want to make a big deal out of it. Just show a little disappointment by saying, I was hoping you did. Once again, you're just setting them up for the opportunity to take advantage of it this time with their new vehicle. This portion of the SiliJet endorsement can be handled the same way as if they already have paint sealant and undercoating on their vehicle. You simply are taking this opportunity to show them what the products can do and set up the aftermarket and F&I department's endorsement to provide all the details regarding SiliJet.